Have you been thinking of adding on to your home but didn't know what the options were? Can you take a photograph from either side of your yard, including the entire back of your home, and email it to us? Mary lives in Carlsbad, in Harbor Point to be exact. She sent us a photograph and we started talking just for a few seconds whether she wanted a solid roof. She thought a cathedral ceiling was more what she wanted. She'd actually been to England and had been in some sunrooms. She wasn't sure exactly what they were called. So we went into our glass room line. All this took place over a few emails. Mary actually was looking for something a little more dramatic than what you see here, a cathedral ceiling. She saw the Victorian and that was really it, she thought. The only other thing we had to decide was the color of the framing. You have bronze, sandtone, and white. The other option is where to put it on the back of the home. There are all kinds of options. The more that she looked through her emails and had the time to sit in the comfort of her own home and pick the style, she wanted to see what it looked like from inside out. So she sent us a picture of her backyard and we were able to show her some other options. The more we got down to it, we fine-tuned that Mary was looking for a Victorian conservatory, white frame with glass kick panels to bring the entire yard in from the outside. We then met with Mary, and it was fine, simple, quick, and easy to go over all the details, confirm everything that we had discussed once we had it narrowed down to our main options. And really, from there, it kind of took on a life of its own. 5-6 weeks later, Mary had the room of her dreams. But let's just hear from Mary in her own words how it's been since. Mary, so what do you think of your new sunroom?
Well, I am delighted. It is brimming full of sun in the morning, and it is not hot by the afternoon. It's cooling here because the sun moves constantly. The sunshine is beautiful. It's very peaceful. It feels like I'm in the garden. And also, when I'm inside my house, it feels like it has made my house a lot larger. The flooring is the same throughout my house, and it definitely looks like it's part of my house, although it is a unique garden room. So I'm thrilled.
Good. How was the overall experience with Sunboss?
Excellent. The people were very friendly. They tried to please me. They came out. They were very clean. Very clean. And I've had many workmen in my life that weren't clean, so I really noticed the difference. They cleaned up after themselves every day. And I appreciate that a lot. I'm happy.
Good. And as far as the glass, when we talked about the glass and comparing it with different products on the market, I know you had looked at several different options. How do you think the glass actually performs compared to what you and I discussed when you were trying to make that decision on which company to hire and what product to buy?
My glass, even in the morning when the sun comes, after the cool night and the sun comes and warms up the room, this room does not get hot. I have a fan up here that I use in the afternoon just to move the air, but this room is actually the same temperature as my other parts of my house.
Now, have you had to use the air much this year at all, or the heat?
No, I haven't.
So even when it's cold at night, is the room relatively the same as the house, would you say?
It is the same because that opening is very large, and it doesn't get cold in here, and it hasn't gotten hot. But I haven't been here in August either, so I don't know.
Yeah, and I'm just out of curiosity, because some of the cold nights, I know the one thing that we always talk about with our clients is if it's going to be extremely cold at night, that the glass does help buffer that and keep it at, relatively the same as to what the temperature of the house is. Have you found that to be the case?
I have found that definitely to be true. And because you've taught me so much about the glass, I do yoga in here. And I've had my yoga women pressing against the glass, using it as a support for their body weight. And I've never worried about it. This probably you could walk on the ceiling and it wouldn't make any difference.
That's great. Okay, Mary, anything else? Anything at all about the room that you find unique or that you didn't expect?
Well, I think the ceiling is unbelievable. Everyone walks in and just thinks it's spectacular. And as you see, the ceiling is actually what sold me on this. And I saw some of these garden rooms when I was in England, and I always wanted to have one, so I finally got one.
Beautiful. Thank you, Mary.
Thank you.
Like Mary did, if you can snap a picture, email it to us, we'll get you the renderings, we'll listen to what your thoughts are on the addition, what you're hoping to accomplish, what you're really hoping to get out of the room as far as use, enjoyment, and mainly, what style you want. What is your style? We have everything, we have all the options. Sunboss has been here since 1947. Over 85,000 installations locally here in San Diego, Riverside, and San Bernardino counties. Pick up the phone and give us a call, or just click on our website.